He says rang me, yeah. No, I rang him. Look, I come pick up my visa and my passport and that. Because I wanted just to make sure I don't go to the airport without it, just in case what happens. I drove all the way to his, yeah. Bear in mind, I'm not even from there, you get me? I'm not even from London. Drove all the way to his, I parked outside and I just come outside like, oh, your passport's not here, you know. And I'll be very friendly, like, oh, don't worry about it, man. It's alright, I'm driving back next, like 45-minute drive, you know, like, ah. Then, but alhamdulillah, come and dropped it after me that night.
Okay, you mean
I felt upset.
Yeah, come and dropped it after me that night.
You drove 45 minutes that way.
You know, I felt very upset bringing the brother, like, and then he was just like, you know what, don't worry, like the way he was just like,
alhamdulillah, it's from Allah, innit? I just don't worry, it's alright.
Like, don't worry, actually, don't worry. It was like, subhanAllah. And even Kabir, yeah, Allah barik, he was just calling me, Allah, I was like, wow man, these people, the brothers are just on it. Like I was telling him, like, don't worry, whenever you need me, call me.
Yeah,
like literally, because I know, yeah, the feeling that you're getting, because that was my feeling when I was going. Like I thought all you things that you're saying, like, what if I don't get along with those brothers? Or it's a quad room, okay, 4 brothers sharing, okay. It's just all over. But when I went and I had that experience, wallahi, it was just, wow man. It's just wow.
You know, one thing I want to say, yeah, quad rooms is the one. Don't do singles.
Yeah.
If you ever do trips with one man in each room, that's gonna, because you can sit in your room the whole day, not know anyone. Just go play solo and come back. That's not how the experience should be.
Yeah, push each other, innit? We'll all be waking each other up on
this. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like sometimes I wake them. Or come on, Usman.
Or the alarm clock. We don't want to start about the sleeping pattern right now.
Or the alarm clock, you don't turn off, man.
That was funny.
What? So go tell me about.
Is that you? Where is that?
When he comes, we speak about it, inshallah. But wallahi, this is the whole point of the trips. It's about knowledge, and it's about brotherhood. That's exactly what makes you go. This is exactly what makes you flourish. Because we as brothers need to understand, what's going to make us firm upon our religion and steadfast upon our religion, and keep us going, is that knowledge that we seek. That is something that the Prophet ﷺ and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasized a lot. Whereas Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly told us that فَعَلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. Allah told us, have knowledge of La ilaha illallah. Have knowledge of La ilaha illallah. What does that mean? What is it? What does that consist of? Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ لِذَنْبِكَ. Then ask for forgiveness of your sins. Showing you Imam Bukhari, subhanAllah, Imam Bukhari, who's like the greatest of muhaddith, he's the greatest of the hadith collector and the greatest in knowledge. He brought a chapter in his authentic book after the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, the chapter Bab al-ilm qabl al-qawli wal-amal. Knowledge, have knowledge before any statements or any speech. Showing you, subhanAllah, or actions, showing you that knowledge precedes action. Knowledge precedes your action and your speech. Showing you, brothers, like we are here to increase in our knowledge so that we can increase in our ilm, increase in our iman of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After that, what's going to make us go now? What's going to keep us going is the brotherhood, the people around you. Because the people around you is the one that have that say or that strength to guide you to something good or to guide you something bad. And we know that in our countries that we live in. We know that, right? Like, how would you know, actually? You tell me, like, obviously I'm going to speak about it and I know about it, but I'm saying from your angle, how important is brotherhood, akhi?
You're from the religion of offense, but that's the simplest thing. So if your brotherhood is people around you that are smoking, drinking, backbiting, spending most of the time just ignorant talks. And it could even be people that go to the masjid with you sometimes, but at the end of the day, when you come out, they don't play the 5 days for us sometimes. That's lost priority. You're kicking ball, then so time comes, half. I haven't what we'll do. Bro, you're gonna get dragged down with excuses. You're gonna get dragged down with them. So the brotherhood has to be with people, like a brotherhood with people who fear Allah, who seek knowledge, is going to put you on another pedestal than having a brotherhood of people who you have fun with, basically. That's how simply I see it. If you're like, people you have fun with and you're just laughing and chilling, and like of course you can have one of your brothers who seek knowledge and goes to the masjid. That happens easily, like naturally. But if you're people, you just go out for the fun of it, for entertainment, other than the love of Allah. Like, because brotherhood that's made from just you love for the sake of Allah. It has so much more benefit to it than brotherhood. Because you can have brotherhood, your mandem,
that's why you call them companions, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a difference.
It's deeper than just a mandem or brothers. Like, it's companions, it's people that
if you're going to that, you're striving for Jannah together. That's a different mission.
Push you towards Jannah, innit?
Yeah.
You can never, I don't care who you are and how religious you are, yeah? If you chilled with 3 or 4 people who were not on the same thing as you, give it a week, I guarantee you're going to fall into what they're on. It happens, it's contagious, there's no way around it. It doesn't matter how much you're on your deen, how much you say, nah, I'm too strong. Or remember when Adam said it from Bukhari TV? Because he chilled around them people try and bring them into deen. And he realised later that they were pulling him out of deen. Because he was trying to be around them and around this and that, but you don't realise you're not bringing them to deen, bro. They're taking you away from your deen. And what you think you're doing good, you're not doing good, bro. It's getting you away from it. That's why you have to just cut it off completely. And I mean completely. Be around brothers that are upon the same thing as you. Like you said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said you're upon the religion of your friends. So you can be on your deen all you want, bro. If your friends are doing this and you're sat there doing it, and you're sat there with them, you're upon the same thing.
I think that's the first thing to do. If you're on that, there's too many people are not on that pedestal. They feel a lot, they know a lot, but it still desires the sins. Like it's hard in UK at this time. They're on that pedestal where they're swaying left and right. They pray 5 times a day, maybe on 2-3 days a week. And then other days like Jummah only. The first thing to do is cut off the things that you know are not helping you out. Like, they're not pushing you towards goodness. That's the first thing to do. Cut them out. Take a step back. Reflect on yourself and think, yo, if I continue this, like where am I heading? If I continue that, where am I heading? Cut off the cigarettes if you're smoking, and then start cutting things off, and then salah. Put that as a top priority.
That's what I'm saying. I spoke to obviously when I've come to deen. Some people are like, oh, go slow, just pray Dhuhr and then pray Dhuhr and Asr. Nah, you've got to go in with 2 feet first. That slow thing don't work, bro. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get to praying Dhuhr and Asr, you're going to get comfortable. And you're going to stage praying that, and you're going to think, yeah, I'm good, don't worry, man, I pray once a day, I pray twice a day. You know what I mean? But unless you go in 2 feet first and set your alarm clock to wake up for Fajr, and you're praying and you're going to sleep after you've prayed Isha or whatever, that's when you know that you're on point. And that's just the fundamental, that's just the basics. That doesn't make you religious or some big sheikh or this. That's the joke thing, man. When people see you praying, they say, oh, you're really religious, aren't you? I can't just praying, bro. Like, if you don't pray, you're out the folds of Islam. That's the craziest thing.
On that note, subhanAllah, many people think, they ask this question, which is that, I know this brother or these brothers for so long. It's been like 15, 10 years, 5 years I've known them for so long. How do you expect me to just leave them like that? What can I do? What advice do you give me? What do you do? Wallahi, on that note, you need to understand, as you know, the brother from Bukhari TV, Adam, he said a powerful thing, which was that when he gave the reminder to your brothers, he said that you need to realize, because we think, oh, because I'm practicing Alhamdulillah, I'm going to try bring them over. And he gave us a nice little example, which is that when he was doing that, he was trying to bring them on, they were having a big impact on him, and that's why he started to lose out on his prayer. He started to go back to what he was going to. And subhanAllah, on that, we learned that, subhanAllah, we need to realize that if these brothers that you stuck around for 5 years or 6 years, 10 years, and they are not accepting your point, and they're not accepting what you're giving them, and they now are and they are now taking you off your religion, you have to leave them. You have to leave them. But if you're having a bigger impact, then stick around with them. But if they're having a big impact on you, you have to kind of leave now, bro. Because you're first. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu qu anfusakum. Save yourselves first. Save yourselves from the hellfire. Wa ahlikum nara. Then save your families from the hellfire. So there's an order we have to go to first of all. We have to save ourselves. We're priority. Then we have to go and save the other brothers and stuff like that. Because if you're risking yourself, if you now fall in trying to, for example, you want to go, you can't swim. You can't swim. But you see someone drowning, you're like, I really want to help this brother. I really want to help. I've known him for 5 years. I've known him for 10 years. You jump in the water, what have you done now? There's 2 people drowning now. So what have you done? You have to help in order to do according to your ability.
To learn to swim before you
And they had to say in the flights as well, like with the safety guys, they say put your muscle first.
Yeah, I was thinking
Wow.
the flights, put your muscle first, then put your child on first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was thinking that as well when you were saying that. Wallah.
You're right, that's what I mean, man. Brotherhood, akhi, was very, very,
Like
very,
you say,
very
obviously
important.
there's 5 guys. Same iman's not going to be the same. One person will think, nah, I feel lazy today, but each of you can remind each other, like, come on guys, let's go.
If you got 4 people to bring up that one person.
Yeah,
that's how, that's brotherhood.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
That's what Bob is.
3 of us are, when must, 2 of you, no, you lot come in as well.
Like the prime example was yesterday
Yeah.
when we just ate and we're like, "Akhi, we're tired, subhanAllah, we're tired." And then a couple of brothers were like, "Akhi, let's go Tawaf, man, let's go Tawaf." And then straight away those brothers that were tired, they're like, "Khalas, let's go."
Yeah,
Just some kind of-
we got to pray for row.
I don't want to bring up the story. Sammy, you want to learn the story?
Yeah, you got to say it, man.
Wallahi, this is what happened. Oh, you.
No,
Subhanallah.
we were struggling, this guy, he's just going around the 12, kissing the stone.
Allah barik, faiz, Allah barik. But the best thing was, we're there, we're locking arms, we're ready for the rows. Zabi's there, Zabi Allah is there, Allah barik. And he's like, yeah, we're ready, Allah barik. Everyone's lining up. And wallahi, I still can't forget. Who's gonna narrate? You narrate it, inshallah, you're the best. Who's gonna narrate the story?
We was all outside the Kaaba trying to get to pray on the front row, right? So all linking arms, like, look your arms. So all linking arms like this, yeah, being strong. Wallah, we did it for like hour and a half.
Oh yeah, solid.
Guys, get me like, man's carrying the team and that. No one's pushing nobody nowhere. No one's moving me, get me. And then at one point, like, obviously Kabir's very small, innit? So like, I'm thinking his arm is down here. And the next minute, like, the arm's gone up here. I'm thinking, what's going on here? I've turned around, there's this random guy holding my arm. He's like, Kabir's this is the time when they're making the line now, you get me? So it's like crucial time, yeah, do or die, you get me? So my arm's up here, this guy's like, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? Kabir's, I don't know what's happened to him. Kabir's like pushed off the side. and then Sebi as well is, they made the line now, like the guards have come and made the lines. Sebi must have had 1 foot over the line, yeah, like, out of the boundary, out in baseball, out, yeah. It's good. Sebi's got 1 foot over the line, yeah, the guys just grabbed him and dashed him. The guys just dashed him. And Sebi's gone. So I did all that for nothing.
It was awkward.
It
was awkward silence for a minute.
It's like the whole place went silent though, yeah, everyone looking at it. Has he done it? And then where did you end up praying?
Ended up in a knife row.
So that's 9th row,
Well, first the knife, real quick.
He just looked at me,
Yeah, but Kabir got dashed to the side as well. It was literally.
Yeah, Kabir went.
All that ended up.
No, it was here, Faiz, Kabir, and Zabi. They all put in line, yeah?
Do you know why Faiz got kicked out? This guy was being good Samaritan. Yeah, everyone go through, touch the black spot. You wanna come through? Come on, I'll save your place for you. He got dashed out.
Well, like, they took your space out.
So the funny thing
He
is,
actually came to Kaaba.
Hold on, come back a bit, brother.
the funny thing is, all three of us ended up in a knife row.
No, but that thing is, yeah.
Yeah, but he was with the
Kabir took it. Kabir took it and he left when the guard said bye bye. Faiz left as well. But he turned around, yeah, and he was like,
I had to say, because I was
Yeah,
angry.
we got it, man.
did I do
He
this for
took the
nothing?
biggest L. He took the biggest L, innit?
Did I do this for nothing?
Yeah. Do you know what's mad as well? We walked into the.
It was upsetting a lot.
We walked into the masjid today,
Uh.
King Fahd entrance.
Uh.
We're going down the stairs. Man going down. Was we going up the stairs, leaving or going down? We bumped into the guy who took his spot.
Oh.
The guy who licked my arm. We walked down and bumped into him and went, And the guy was like, "Mom, it's like, I was joking, that's who took his space." The guy was smiling and shaking hands. Like we made his day. That's the best time ever. Thanks to Kabir. It does. Yeah, subhanAllah. Like, recognized.
He's like laughing, sorry, bro, you know.
Yeah, he took his space, man.
No, but inshallah, this is our plan. Every time now we're gonna go to the front row. Inshallah, tonight. Inshallah.
You gotta be strong, though, man.
Yeah.
Listen, if we're not that bothered about the black stone tonight, we can go to like down to the other bit and it'd be a little bit easier, not a squash.
Yeah, of course, and you get your whole hour to
front
hajj,
row.
wallahi. That's the powerful times, man. And wallahi, just having this experience, man, is something else, wallahi, it was something else. And on top of that, you know when Sheikh Abu Khalid al-Walid, he came, man, and he was doing our Umrah course with us. Remember, he was doing the Umrah course with us. And just he was explaining how as brothers, you should like make use of your time. Just at the end, wallahi, how emotional it got for everyone. Everyone was emotional. Wallahi. I saw bare brothers crying, wallahi. I saw literally brothers. Wallahi, I saw bare brothers crying, man. Wallahi? Even I saw, subhanallah, I don't want to mention names and that, but Faiz alone, Badik, like a baby.
You're emotional, isn't it?
Wallahi, it was so emotional. I'm telling you, brothers were crying.
It wasn't me, just me.
Bare brothers.
The whole women.
We were crying.
Like, it was wallahi so emotional that, like, because you know what, we understood when the Sheikh said that to us, like, wow, brothers, don't lose your time, don't lose the time.
It made sense, innit? Like,
why? Wow, man.
You don't know you're gonna ever come back here. You know, you don't know if you're gonna.
You're invited by Allah, man. He might never invite you. Man.
It's a blessing.
Like, so many people come here. So many people want to come here, sorry. So many people want to come here. They're millionaires. They got money. They got money to come whenever they want to. But they're not invited, and that's why they believe, oh, I don't want to go right now. But no, it's not because you don't want to go. Allah has not put the will in your heart to come.
Yeah, exactly.
Allah hasn't put that will in your heart that I want to go. So you don't have that will.
Even with that will, you still need like things to fall in place, and it doesn't always happen.
Exactly.
So it's not,
Because I had that will for a few moments as well, where I was looking for packages, trying to order, but it weren't working out for me. The same will pop up, you can't get holiday. So, but I had a trip and it was like, they're saying, because it's Christmas time, and I was working retail and they're saying, nah, no holiday for you.
Wow.
You know, from my case, I never even thought about Umrah. And the only reason how I came was, you see how I never went to Badr, right? He was going to Badr, so I joined Badr. His dad told me that he's going to go Umrah. I'm like, Umrah? And his dad put my name on the Umrah list. He asked for me to come as well. I never even thought about going Umrah. And I never had the will in the heart to go Umrah.
They just fall into place for you. Like, that's amazing.
It's out of your hands. It's not your choice. It's not up to you.
For me, when I was actively looking for it, I'm begging the guy saying, was there space? Is there space? This was time, like, is there space? Yes. Oh no. Comes back to me with a text, he said, yeah, there's space. But I was gassed over the moon. I was celebrating, I was at goals. I said, now I'm going home smiling. I was so gassed. He said he got space, like I couldn't even control it. I don't like sharing my things with people in it, but then I had to tell the man, yo, I think I'm going home soon, you know. I was that gassed.
I was saying, man. Didn't want to tell no one, no, innit?
Yeah, but it flopped.
People give you, like, oh, it flopped.
It flopped.
Oh,
that's what he
like,
you go back to me, he go back to me and said, oh, the guy changed his mind, he's not coming, so the guy pulled that in it. So it wasn't this package. Another guy, he pulled out, so he goes, oh, yeah, I give him my passport. Like, this was after a week or two, and they come back to me, I gave him my passport, everything was closed, I just need to pay. I was telling him, yo, can I pay you now? He was like, oh, no, wait, you need to get your visa sorted out first. Yeah, then he comes out, oh, nah. The guy pulled back in, so I didn't get to go. So that's what I'm saying. You get invited or you don't. It's not about you having
try and pay for it.
Imagine that. Imagine that. This guy gets it for a free ticket.
Well, I never had the will in my heart to go
invite. You got the invite. That's what it is.
Well, you
got the invite.
Wow.
I finally got my invite. Alhamdulillah, it's been banging.
How was it for you, Kabir, Akhi? What was your will? Like, how did it all fall into place for you?
It just fell into place. I don't know. First, I was going to like 5-time prayer about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I just thought, let me see. Someone went to Umrah. I think I seen one of the videos. Umrah with the man them. I said, I want to do that, inshallah. And then I got a tin. Like, you know what? This is for Umrah. And I go, it's full. I go, alright, it's full. Let me find out. I got your number, your details. I don't know how. Call you. That's it. Bismillah. Yeah. But before I spoke to you, one of my chachas, he was going. So he planned it. He goes, give me a passport. Give me £500. I'll book it for you. And then, but I was hesitating. And I don't know why. Because it wasn't meant to be with him. Alhamdulillah. It just happened like that.
Wow, subhanallah.
£500 for the trip.
£500 for the trip, but more when I see him, this and that, you know. It just wasn't, I don't know.
Chachas are like that, isn't it?
Chacha, he's going with his family as well. He just felt, he feel like, but it wasn't meant to be. It was meant to be here, alhamdulillah. But going with him and coming with you guys, the factor of life especially, day and night difference. Because all it would have been, come on, yeah, do the tawaf, this, that, no knowledge, no nothing. Just come to Saudi, eat, see the Kaaba, see Medina, come back. That's how it would have been. But alhamdulillah, trust me, I just feel blessed coming with you.
The package is banging though.
Definitely,
I'm
man.
not just saying
It's
this, but
flexible.
You're not showing people the package, though. When people
It's
are
when I talk to them, even the guys at work, I said,
Yeah, they're like, yo,
it's
you
like,
do know that for that
it's a
cheap.
grand.
Wallah.
But the hotel
Like,
is another level.
Don't sound like, I'm
Yeah.
gassing me like, yo, what's the 5-star to the private
Yeah.
cities?
If I was in a Snapchat thing, like, this is Snapchat gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like,
I'm not on that, you know, that showing off stuff.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't film
you
the
gotta do
hotel that, but all the thing I filmed was the Pullman. I filmed the front of the Pullman and Toronto goes, look how it goes, look where I have to walk to get into the masjid.
Even, you know, you get to pay like a little deposit, you got a 3-month window, you can be slowly, everything's flexible. And then a good brother like Fatullah, keeping his word, yes, inshallah, bro, no. Every time you get the right email, right time, everything's
You know when I
smoothly.
first spoke to you on phone, I was just, I've never seen that. I feel like some 40-year-old man.
Yes, no, that's
Well, I'm thinking for two, this 40-year-old man with some big beard and that, yeah. He's just gonna be some strict guy, you get it, wallah. And then I went to his house to see him and this small guy walks out the door and that. And you look rough then, innit? You had no haircut and that, innit? Yeah, you look rough, you come out because you ain't got your passport. There's no worries, bro. Wallah. Yeah, and I thought,
No,
oh,
Fatullah,
fuck.
he's so young, but I feel like he's my older brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
that's
but
knowledge. You
that's
know,
knowledge,
saying that
that's
earlier,
wisdom.
Do
That's
you know
wisdom.
knowledge? You know, like when you've got knowledge of something, like age is not a thing, man. We were saying that earlier, innit?
Yeah.
Like.
You're younger than my
You're more
younger
humble.
brother, but I still feel like the way you talk and your wisdom is
Yeah, like we
you know
see
what I
that
mean?
listening for time, man. Yeah.
So age is just a number, you know. It's,
Age means nothing, innit?
like all that wisdom, it makes you grow, and Allah just puts it inside you.
Yeah.
You can take something from a 10-year-old.
Yeah,
Nice.
most of
So
us have got something to teach her.
Yeah, definitely.
But how did it fall into for you? Like how did it fall into place for you?
I was gonna do Umrah with the man then,
Huh.
the last one.
Huh.
Yeah, obviously, because
The Feb one, yeah.
I was gonna do it, but it just didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
It just didn't happen.
Mhm.
Like, I had the fun, but it just didn't happen. I don't know what happened.
Subhanallah.
I just spoke to Imran about it. You got that?
Subhanallah.
It didn't happen, and then
Wow.
Solo went in it
So
to the last one.
Yeah.
And as he got back, the day he got back, he posted about this trip in
Yeah.
it. He posted about his trip,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
next one. So I messaged him and said, "Oh, is it a good thing?" Because it was through Sunnah Trips. Yes, I goes, "Is it a good company?" He said, "Because yeah, the proper brother is going to be a banging quality." And I goes, "Alright, cool. I'll think about it." Yeah, and then that night I messaged you. In fact, innit, I messaged you on Instagram and it was, "Oh, what's the prices and that?" And he said, "Yeah, the price is. I think it went up £80."
Yeah, for the flight ticket.
Yeah. So I goes, yeah. I goes, you know what? I'll send you a deposit. I just sent it over.
Wallah,
It was
very
just like the next thing. Yeah, it's like, yo, I'm gonna send you a deposit over. And I sent it over, and that's when for me it was like, bam, it's set. I'm going.
Yeah.
If that night I wouldn't have gone on it, if I wouldn't have just sent you the deposit, that
Wow.
night, I probably would have just sat back and. But I don't know what. Someone just come over me like, you know, what, I'm sending it now.
Yeah.
I send the deposit through now.
Wow.
Yeah.
See that rule just came, like, that's what I'm saying, subhanAllah, that's just amazing, Allah. Yeah, that you just, I want to go.
Yeah, just come from somewhere. Yeah.
And then Allah just gets it ready for you.
And then I
You
see.
just have to say to yourself, Bismillah. And take
I
that
seen
step.
Imran after I went to Martin in the masjid in Manchester, and I seen Solo then, Solomon. I seen him then, and I seen Imran. I asked Imran about it, and he said, "Yeah, they're good brothers. They're good this and that." Yeah, that's when I started getting gas, man. But
Yeah.
Proper one still.
You get all these offers, you haven't taken this. I was checking as well, the other offers, 1600. There was one, Sunnah Trips, that's in Bradford. I could have gone for that. and I've seen
Someone told me about that. Someone told me about it. Said someone's been trying to take. So I was thinking so Sunnah Bradford's trying the same thing as Sunnah Trips, but it's not really working out.
Yeah, but it's more expensive as well.
Yeah, you know, in Sheffield, like when you go into, because you have your shops in it. You know your shops. You have your Umrah shops and shops.
Yeah.
You got now.
You have Umrah shops in Sheffield?
Yeah, there's a couple still. Yeah. But you go in and the package is the plain package, and you're gonna go with old women and old men and stuff like that, you know, mixed. And that's about $1,500, and it's nowhere near like what you. Yeah, of course, yeah.
You know what's shocking? Wallahi, it was so shocking. One brother came to me, in February. Wallahi, the February brothers are a witness to this. His brother's from Mosa, near southwest London. Mosa. So this brother, subhanAllah, just started practicing. Just started practicing. They went to Mecca first, then they came to Medina. And as you know, we go Medina and then we go to Mecca, right? So they've already performed Umrah and they're now in Medina with us. They came, same hotel, Pullman Zamzam.
Oh, you met him there?
Yeah, he came and he knew one brother on my trip. and another brother. So they started speaking. They're like, oh, subhanAllah, wow, you came, how did you, like, because he knew how he was before. So he's like, how did you change, akhi, how's things, man, or what's happened? So they were just speaking generally. And the brother who was on my trip, he said, look, I'm with this group, this, that, the other. We've got this, we're doing this, this. Oh, we've got private roller here, we've got this. Or we've got bare knowledge courses going on. Sheikh Asim's coming seeing us, this, that, the other. And he said, how much did you pay? He said, I only paid 1,000. And you know what the other guy said? He was baffled. He was baffled. Do you know what he said? I'm not even doing exactly what you're doing. I don't even have a ziyarah. He said, I don't even have ziyarah. The ziyarah that you've done, etc., the visits and all that stuff that you've done. I haven't even got these the rules that are happening. And guess how much I paid? He said I paid 1,005 to 1,007, something like that, each for him and his mother. For him and his mother. He was shocked. He took my number straight down. He was like, you know what? I've got a lot of brothers who are starting to practice from South London. I'm going to send them your way. Or like this, like right now, he was saying that he even we did an Umrah. That night, we were doing an Umrah course because we're just leaving tomorrow. We were just leaving to do Umrah tomorrow. So he sat down in our Umrah course and wallahi, he was like, wow, this is amazing, man. The way the Sheikh did the thing, and he just loved it, wallah. He loved it. And then from this, I realized that my goal, our goal, Sunnah Trips' goal is that we're here to spread that knowledge and make that brotherhood strong, and to actually grow people, grow the brothers, and to bring them, because you're really and truly, actually, these brothers that are 16, 17, 18, 21, 32, 20, they're the next generation. They are the next generation, you know? Yes. So we have to build them. We have to build them in order for them to bring up their children upon the correct methodology and their family members, and that's how we're going to succeed. Wallahi, this is how it is, man, because we have to what? The thing that we do is tasfiyah wa tarbiyah. We purify the people, and then we do tarbiyah. We cultivate them upon the right methodology, and that's when they become people of knowledge. And wallahi, remember, subhanallah, Faiz was with us when we went into the masjid, and those children are lined up.
Yeah, subhanallah. What was you, Kabir?
What was it, akhi?
Yeah, it was in the masjid, yeah, there was rows of kids, about 20 in each row, innit? And they were reciting, man, and you know, and the Fatullah was just dropping random bars to them. They knew it off by heart, bam, boom, boom, boom. And it was nothing, you know? Bro, listen, the kids were like 6, 7, they knew this book off by heart, bro. They were 6, 7 years old, bro. He's dropping random pages to them. They knew it off by heart, bro. And they were smiling when they're saying it. It's not no struggle, like, oh. Family knew it off by heart. Like, they was taught it. From young, they taught this book, bro.
The madrasa, wallah, is the Prophet's masjid. They teach them from young. And the shocking thing is, the person, the other kid, he was on Mustawat al-Rabi'. He was on the fourth level. And then I was like, khalas, let me test you on your Nawaqid al-Islam and your Arba'in al-Nawawi. So I was just testing him. Even though it was a bit rusty, at least the person, when I said it, he finished it off.
Yeah, bro.
When I spoke it, he finished it off. When I said it, he finished it off. Showing you, at least they know half of what our 17-year-olds don't know right now.
It was the same age as a kid now. If you go to England, you see that watching like Peppa Pig and that kind of stuff. Wallah, I'm not lying. Kids who will not leave the TV or, 7, 8 years old think what kids are doing. They know this book, bro. Off by heart. They know it off by heart.
That's
There's different levels of it, not just one level. And bro, that was just one road. You know how many roads there was in the masjid?
I went and spoke to him, one guy, he was good. Then okay, the guy came and he said, brothers, just leave them alone because they're here for this stuff. So we left them. But so we went and then khalas, we met a new group now. And we started testing them, they knew it.
Going down the road picking like individual kids. And they was racing to answer the question.
Exactly.
They were shouting out, racing to answer the question. So they'd ask a question, they were racing, and they knew they were on camera, so they were buzzing.
They were buzzing more. But I'm saying these are the people that we are children back now. Let alone children, actually, they're better than some of the 18, 19-year-olds that we have.
Better than me.
Better than adults, yeah.
Why, it shocked me.
I can't even read Arabic, you get me? Like, yeah, and look at them kids, man, that age, look at the thing. It's not even about just reading it, bro. They can read it, they know the meaning to it, and they've memorized it. Come on, bro. That's not a joke.
This is what we need to get our kids on, bro.
That's exactly what it is,
hard.
It's hard.
Yeah, but they're not teaching this kind of stuff when they go to madrasa, bro.
Yeah, they just learn in Quran.
They get into the Quran and then they just leave them to it. They just leave them to it because it's one teacher just sat there. I've seen it, and they're just all reciting. You can't listen to every single kid individually and hear whether they're reciting properly or not. They're just all reciting over top of each other.
Over there, it's organised like that.
And he's getting paid. Yeah, he's getting paid. The madrasa leader just to do that.
That's so good, man. Allah barik wallah.
You need to teach Tawheed from the beginning, not just the Quran. That comes after, you get me? You've got to teach them the oneness of Allah first.
I don't know what they're reading, like, you find the Quran in front of them and saying, oh, yeah, read this.
Read these words, these letters. I know what these letters are, but I don't know what the word means.
So if you teach them from like the basics, the base of your Islam, and I have to love the Quran just from there, then...
If they understand the Quran, they understand the Tawheed. It comes one-on-one with it. It's not...
Quran,
yeah.
The Tawheed of Allah is very important, Akhi. It's very, very, very important because that is something that is going to bring victory to yourself. It's going to bring you success in this world and the hereafter. That's what brought the success to the companions of the Prophet ﷺ. They started from Mecca when there were no one. They were no one. They literally were nothing. They were nothing. Until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they implemented the Tawheed of Allah that no one was doing. Now look at them, subhanAllah, they're getting so much victory after victory, and they got so much victory until they conquered so many parts of the world. They conquered so many parts.
The Sahaba was learned Tawheed and the oneness of Allah for 13 years. The first 13 years of Islam was all about La ilaha illallah. We take La ilaha illallah just as there's only one God. Probably it's deeper than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Much deeper than that. Much deeper than that.
Like you're telling me the Prophet was in Mecca for so long. For so long. For how many years, subhanAllah? And he was just teaching the people Tawheed.
Teaching to worship one God, yeah.
Just to say to them that La ilaha illallah, la ma'buda bihaqqin, there is no deity worthy of worship in truth except Allah. Right now, people are saying to us, Akhi, that why? These brothers are Muslim. So Abu Bakr was a Muslim. He was stood with the Messenger ﷺ calling for 13 years. Stood by, and these are the first people that accepted Islam. Khadija radiallahu anha was the first woman to ever accept Islam. You know? These are the people that we should be looking up to and role models. Real role models, Akhi. Like these are the people that we need to stick firm and listen to.
Strive to be like.
Exactly.
Take their attributes, and there's so many different attributes spread amongst the Sahaba that no matter what you want to do, like I was saying about the poet and that, there was a poet, there was a businessman, all of them had attributes for everything.
SubhanAllah.
It's not like it was just a bunch of men that were just like all the same.
Each one had.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they all have different attributes. The four Sahaba had different attributes, man.
Even prophets.
You know, the poet once said, if Islam and Tawheed did not come to Abu Bakr and Umar, Uthman, Ali radiallahu anh, then Umar radiallahu anh, he would be someone working in a farm, not known by anyone. Ali radiallahu anh would not be known by anyone. His Hassan and Hussein would have not been known by anyone. They would have just been people in the deserts, working, nothing known. Because when Islam came, they weren't known. Umar radiallahu anh was not known. But look at now, the names are being mentioned just by what? They stood for Tawheed. What the people of Musa alayhi salam said to him, what? They said to Musa alayhi salam, you and Allah go fight, we're going to sit here. But rather when the battle of Badr took place, where we stood, Mount Uhud and other places, when the Battle of Badr took place, the Prophet ﷺ looked at the people of Medina, the Ansar, because the Prophet had allegiance with the Ansar, that they will protect him in Medina and they won't let no one harm him. But this battle that's taking place, more people are of Ansar. There are more people of who? The Ansar. The Muhajirin were less. The people who migrated with the Prophet, they were less. And the Ansar was more from Medina. And this land that they're in, Battle of Badr, is not part of Medina. It's out of their land. And they promised the Prophet ﷺ that we will protect you in Medina. But now when Battle of Badr took place, subhanAllah, when it came to place, they came to the Prophet ﷺ and the Prophet looked at them and he said, who, I need your advice, I need to consult you. He kept on consulting. Muhajirin was standing up. The Prophet said, we're with you. Muhajirin will keep standing up, I'm with you. The Prophet still, I was asking the people, consult me. And the Ansar, they got up now. The Ansar, they got up. And the leader of Ansar, he said, Ya Rasulullah, it seems as if you want us to speak. It is as if you want us to speak. And he said, Naam, I do want you to speak. And he said, Ya Rasulullah, oh the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we are not going to say what the people of Musa alayhi salam said. You and your Lord go fight and we're going to stay here. But rather we're going to say you and your Lord fight and we're going to be with you. Step by step. And they came with 313 people, not having no swords, nothing. But that conviction and that faith took them where they were and they defeated everyone.
And now look at Medina.
Look at that. Now we have Medina. We have the masjid, Prophet ﷺ's masjid. And we have Mecca to ourselves. Just because what they spread, they put that effort in a life.
They put the faith in, and they put everything into it.
To the extent when the person, he broke his sword, the Prophet ﷺ got a branch and he gave it to him and he said, fight. If it was a person of no faith whatsoever, he's going to look at the Prophet. You want me to fight with a branch? You want me to fight with a branch? Wallah, he didn't ask the Prophet ﷺ and he said, gave the branch, he took the branch and he went. And he went because of what? That conviction, that faith was very strong. And wallahi, the narration said that branch, subhanAllah, that the Prophet ﷺ gave to the companion was actually as like a sword. And he benefited with it because of that conviction that he came with. And Allah made that conviction come into true place. To the extent, angels were coming down to help. And aiding. In the battle. In Battle of Badr, the angels came down. Narrations were saying that some people saw angels, some people, the companions saw people just dropping. Just dropping. They were dropping like flies. They were thinking, how's it? And the Prophet said, the angels came to help you. Angels came because you implemented the Tawheed of Allah and Allah sent aid towards you. That's powerful, right, Faiz?
Yeah. The whole series itself is just too powerful. There's the wisdom in everything he does. The wisdom in everything. Action.
But it's crazy how you can implement everything to today's society. Like, what have you ever known that you can implement like 1,400 years later with this car and things that he never seen? But yeah, sometimes I hear hadiths and I'm like, wow, that's like now. Do you know what I mean? Like, wow, that's literally happening right now. Yeah. And it was said 1,400 years before. I can't deny that, man. Which of your favours of your Lord do you deny?
You're so right. You're so right, Allah. Wallahi, inshallah ta'ala, wallahi, it was nice. Well, I speak to you brothers, man. Wallahi, it was very nice getting to know you, What are the final words and final advice that you would give to anyone, Akhi? Starting from you, Shuaib. Anyone that would be someone like now you're here in this land, blessed lands of Medina and Mecca. What advice would you give to someone who's just there and he's not changing for nothing? He's doing what he's doing.
Advise him to come like us. We came to Umrah. We saw a lot of Muslims. We came as a brotherhood. Advise other Muslims that are not, or they are Muslims but they're disobedient, right? They basically say they believe by mouth, but by heart. They don't follow the religion properly. I advise them to come like how me and Zabi and other brothers came. I advise them to do the same. They might gain some knowledge. Might also gain some righteous friends. Back then, like before Umrah, I didn't have it like proper righteous friends, right? And as I came here, I found, you know, good Muslim brothers, like Brother Faiz, Fatihullah, especially Brother Abu Bakr, my favorite one. He's the first guy. Well, the moment I met him, I started laughing. At the airport. And that's the advice I give to people.
What about you, Faiz?
Said it earlier on as well, but it's just that brotherhood with the people around you. My biggest advice: just look at them, see if they're pulling you down, or they're making you closer to your deen, to success, basically. And that's with everything in life. Not even just deen. People around you. If you want success in the dunya and the akhirah, you have to have people who are motivated, who are active, who are people who go out of their way to make things happen, and they have to have that love for you as well. Because if you've got friends who bring you down, they don't love you. And you can be around them, they'll be saying, yeah, we're making money together, but they don't love you because at the end of the day, the money's first, and then you're next. And if it comes to the money over you, you're getting cut off. Like, it happens. It happens. There's so many stories about that I've done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you gotta look at your friends, cut off the people who's bringing you down, and then start making your steps. Try to dive in. Be careful as well. There's a balance with diving in. If you dive in too hard, you can start burning out, and then go back to where you was before. But if you find brothers that are good, that's the only way you're gonna keep that fire burning. That's the only way you're gonna find. You're just gonna find brothers that are good and just stay there. That's all. Stay around them. You don't need to try hard. If you stay around them, it's time for salah. They're going to pray. What are you going to stand outside? If they're praying, you're going to watch them and say, you know what I mean? You're going to pray with them. That's when 5 days salah done. Exactly. From there, your pedestals, you're set. You're praying 5 times a day on time, but you will find yourself in places in a year or two that you would never imagine. Allah will take you places you would never imagine. I'm telling that from experience. You will take you places you would never imagine. Like here. You know what I mean? You can never imagine. You can never imagine the 5-star hotel right next to the Kippah.
The view, Allah, the view, Allah Barak, the Kaaba, Allah Barak. What about you, Zabiullah?
What I would say to the people is that if you have the chance to come, do not reject it. Unlike me, I was rejected at the beginning. I did not want to come.
Really?
Yes, I was rejected, but I 100% do not regret my decision coming here because truly said here, as a person, like every day, 24/7, you have the Muslims around you. There's no fitna. There's brotherhood, as we mentioned a lot of times. Brotherhood, all that. There's knowledge everywhere here. Truly, as a person, it's humbled me. It's humbled me. Unlike back in London, well, I was a different person, but here I've changed a lot, and I feel it as well. I have changed a lot. So, what I'll say to people: if you have a chance, do not reject. If anything's is happening during the time, yeah, there's stress, there's family problems, that, do not reject, just come. Just come, that's what I'll say. Alhamdulillah.
Last but not least, Allah Barak, Abu Bakr, Allah Barak.
Because of what these have already touched on,
Yeah.
I'll say, seek knowledge. Like literally seek knowledge in every opportunity you've got. Seek knowledge. Constantly seek knowledge. You can never ever get enough knowledge. The amount of spare time you have doing stupid things like watching a TV episode, even if it's a series that takes 30 minutes. How much knowledge you could get in 30 minutes? How much of a book you could read in 30 minutes? If you don't want to read, go watch a YouTube video. Like. We live in an age of information where you've got no excuse for not knowing. When you ask certain people things and they don't know, it's like, how can you not know these things? You know what I mean? So I would say, seek the knowledge as well as implementing the deen. Whether you're practicing or not practicing, I promise you, if you start seeking the knowledge, it all falls into place. But without the knowledge, you can't implement it. Yeah. Make sure it's the correct knowledge as well.
Allah is so right. SubhanAllah. SubhanAllah. Jazakallah khair,
What about yourself?
What
do you think?
Well, to be honest, Akhi, my advice would to be, again, what the brother said, Akhi, is 2 things. My goal and my 2 things is knowledge and brotherhood.
Yeah.
And to strengthen that is tasfiyah wa tarbiyah, is to purify the people upon the sins and the innovation and the shirk and the wrong beliefs that they have, to purify them with that, take it away from them. Then you build them upon that. And then to build them upon what? Cultivate them. cultivate them upon the tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, cultivate upon them the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And these are the main things actually if you want to survive in this world and in the hereafter. These are the things that you have to come with, wallahi. And these are one thing that we as individuals and others should all try to work towards. This is what we need to work towards, wallahi. And may Allah make us amongst those who gain that love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and to be and go to Jannah with the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and his companions. Ameen wallah. Ameen. Wallahi. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayh.